Number 10. Couples to Hell. On their first anniversary, Beyonce and Gina's celebration is shattered when they are abducted by a cold-blooded killer who forces them into a deadly game of rock, paper, scissors, a macabre contest where every choice could mean life or death. Meanwhile, a lonely deliveryman named Hyeon Soo becomes entranced by a mysterious woman who bears an uncanny resemblance to his favorite online cam broadcaster, blurring the line between his fantasy and a dangerous reality. In another haunting tale, hip-hop producer Swinger pushes his girlfriend Zumi to the brink by demanding an extravagant luxury bag she cannot afford. Desperate and cornered, she makes a perilous deal with a shadowy stranger to meet his desires. And as if that weren't enough, Jun, who juggles caring for her disabled boyfriend with a secret nocturnal life, finds her carefully constructed world unraveling when an unexpected guest from a jazz bar forces her double life into chaos. Couples to Hell will be released March 19.
뭐 설마 사랑 뭐 이렇게 뭐 아니지?
Number 9. 3 Days. A heartfelt movie about a family that illustrates a son's experience during his late mother's 3-day funeral, perceiving it as her final present and finding hope within it. The funeral, marking the mother's final voyage, will be seen as a pivotal moment for the son, symbolizing a fresh start. 3 Days will be released March 19.
준비하고 싶다고 하셨습니다.
그날은 제게 최고로 중요한 날이니까요.
어머님이 원하셨던 장례식.
Number 8. The First Soul, Song Written Again. In 1992, Min Young, a participant in the college folk song group Wildflower Sound, took part in the protest of Samhyang industrial workers who had been unpaid for 6 months, joining forces with the ideological research club Geibel. On the day of the demonstration, both the workers and the singing club members suffered serious injuries as they were dragged by the police who stormed the area amid escalating violence. Students who arrived to assist their peers formed a collective and broke through the barricades, leading to a news broadcast of the event, resulting in a significant clash between the gathered citizens and the police. Min Young, seemingly compelled by an inner drive, stepped onto the stage and raised her voice. The First Soul, Song Written Again, will be released March 19.
우리는요. 복도가 아니에요.
Number 7. Shiri. A movie that illustrates the stunning covert conflict involving Special Agent Yoo Jong-won from the Classified Intelligence Organization OP and his partner Lee Jang-gil as they face off against various adversaries, including North Korea's 8th Special Corps Captain Park Moo-young, a Southern spy, and an insider operative. Shuri will be released March 19.
쏴라. 어서 쏴!
Number 6. Revelations. Pastor Min Chan oversees a church in a small town, deeply committed to sharing his beliefs and establishing new congregations. One day, a man named Yang Rei enters the church. Initially, Min Chan greets him warmly, thinking he is a wayward soul. However, his optimism fades when he realizes that Yang Rei is an ex-offender, identifiable by an electronic tracking device on his ankle. Just as Min Chan grapples with his feelings of judgment and faith, he receives a divine insight. Yang Rei is the individual who abducted his son. Believing this to be God's intention, Min Chan feels destined to enact justice, not through legal means, but through his own actions. Meanwhile, Detective Yeon Hui spearheads the search for Min Chan's missing son. A dogged investigator, she is haunted by the memory of her younger sister, who was violently killed years prior. The lingering trauma clouds her perception yet intensifies her fixation on the case. As she tracks down Yang Rei, the main suspect, her instincts draw her toward Min Chan, whose conduct becomes increasingly dubious. With faith, revenge, and justice intertwining, the distinctions between sinner and savior begin to fade. Revelations will be released March 21.
미친 놈들 자치네.
지금 대체 누구 편을 든 거야?
모든 게 우연 같죠. 그런데 우연이라는 건 없어요.
Number 5. Streaming. Wu Sang is a well-known online broadcaster. In his content, he discusses crime case profiling and has gained the highest number of subscribers on his chosen platform. Wu Sang subsequently investigates leads in a series of unresolved murder cases. This investigation is streamed live on the internet. Streaming will be released March 21.
딱지 15억이 터졌습니다. 15억. 자, 아니라고. 자, 여러분들. 이제 진짜로 갑니다.
Number 4. The Match. Teacher and pupil, yet iconic adversaries Cho Hoon Hyun and Lee Chang-ho face off in the ultimate Go match. During an era when Go eclipsed the World Cup in popularity, renowned figures Cho Hoon Hyun and Lee Chang-ho engage in an intense game of Go in the Match, where black and white stones are placed with both silence and energy. Lee Byung-hyun depicts Cho Hoon Hyun, who embodies both discipline and warmth towards Lee Chang-ho, whom he mentors starting at just 10 years old due to his evident talent, right after Cho Hoon Hyun clinched the Grand Slam. Yu Ain portrays Lee Chang-ho, a dedicated student striving to surpass his legendary mentor Cho Hoon Hyun. Lee Byung-hun and Yo Ain, celebrated for their unique interpretations of characters across various genres and narratives, team up for the first time in the match, building excitement for this clash between teacher and pupil. The match will be released March 26.
창호한테 도전해야죠.
소년구단의 절묘한 승부수네요. 이 바둑은 길이 남을 명곡입니다.
Number 3. Bujeon Market. It is widely recognized that Man Bok fell at a colitheque and was admitted to the hospital, receiving a terminal diagnosis as a result of the incident. Conversely, whispers circulated around Colitheque suggesting that Man Bok, overwhelmed by the solitude and struggles of existence, tried to take his own life and found himself in the hospital. Upon discovering Man Bok's plight, the elderly patrons of the Colitheque resolved to assist him in achieving euthanasia. Nevertheless, a debate arises regarding whether Man Bok's passing, namely euthanasia, constitutes assisted suicide or a final act to uphold the dignity of life. Bujeon Market will be released March 27.
사랑한다, 미안하다. 이 두 말밖엔 네게 남길 것이 없구나.
Number 2. April Fireworks. In March 1960, at the unassuming Gomon Baekban's eatery, tucked away in a side street of Masan, Gyeongnam, the spark of democracy is lit. April Fireworks captures the beginnings of the April 19 revolution, starting with the March 15 Mason citizens' protest. At the heart of the tale is the touching narrative of Kim Ju-il's mother, emphasizing the deep personal sacrifices and united strength of those who champion democratic change during this tumultuous time. April Fireworks will be released March 27. Number 1. Tropical Night. A former boxing champion finds himself the main suspect in a murder investigation set against the sweltering backdrop of Bangkok. To stay alive, he must gamble everything. Asian Games silver medalist boxer Kang and ex-K-pop sensation Ari struggle to get by in the intense heat of Bangkok while hoping for a new beginning in Alaska. Yet despite his focused ambition for a fresh start, Kang resorts to drug trafficking to cope with his desperate circumstances, complicating things further. During one of his deliveries, he becomes embroiled in a perplexing situation and is wrongfully accused of murder. Interpol agent Du Joon and the Bangkok police apprehend him at the scene, leading to Kang being framed and locked up for a crime he didn't commit. Isolated from the outside world in prison, he concocts a plan for revenge to rectify his unjust conviction. Tropical Night will be released on March.
뭔 짓을 한 거야? 어쩔 수가 없잖아. 이제 힘의 음량을 바꿔줘.